overstimulated potato. This is how we're looking so far. I have a lot of sewing to do. It's absolute chaos. I was very surprised. I feel like I am just about to become an absolute puddle anytime soon. Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Megan and I'm the owner of Fauna and I mostly make and sell scrunchies and macrame, but I do a whole range of different accessories and fun stuff like that, and I document it all and put it on YouTube for you guys. So if you are new here, I would really love it if you would consider pressing that red subscribe button. I'm trying to reach my goal of 4,000 subscribers soon, so it would be amazing if you could help me reach that. But in today's video, I'm going to be playing catch up. This is something I've been doing for a short while now because I've taken on quite a lot. We've been very busy in our personal lives as well as running the small business, the channel, the Fauna Rose family memberships. There's been quite a lot going on and I am drowning in it all basically, so I'm trying to catch up with a lot of things, and that is what the focus of today's video is going to be. It's currently Wednesday the 17th of July. We have one more event left in July, which is this Sunday, which is the Bourne Farmers Market. It's a monthly farmers market, and then hopefully we're going to have a little bit more of a chill over summer when it comes to events, because I think we've done about 17 events so far this year, which has been quite a lot. We've definitely overdone it. Trying to keep on top of stock has been very, very hard. My online stock has been majorly neglected, so I've got a lot of products to make, a lot of organisation to do, because the last thing I want to be doing is going into the autumn winter season being unprepared. So August is when I'm going to be really knuckling down in terms of the business to make sure I'm on top of things, getting new collections planned, but also trying to chill because we don't get a chance to do that at all at the minute. We don't do days off from the crack of dawn till late at night. We are both working our asses off. We work all weekend. There is non-stop, and that's not good. So I'm looking forward to August and hopefully being productive but relaxed at the same time. But before I ramble on too much, we should probably get into this vlog. So this box is obviously scrunchies that I've been working on. I think there may be like the odd one or two that has a finishing seam done, but they're all unfinished, so I do need to close up that finishing seam. I've just gone through to see which ones on my list that I made this morning that I do need to make. This is just my satins that I need to make. I've not even looked at all my patterns, which I know I'm behind on, just to see which ones I don't need to necessarily make any more of, don't need to cut any more fabric. So there's like a few minis, so the Lauren XLs, Aqua minis, Mia XL, Zoe minis, I don't need to make any more of. I don't need any more Emerald XLs or minis because there was loads in here. But I'm going to check through my pre-cut fabric strips. I don't know if I've got any because I think this was all the ones I'd pre-cut that are on this list first, and if I do, fabulous, we're going to start sewing. If I don't, I'm going to cut some fabric. So that's all I've got pre-cut. I know these are patterned ones obviously, but it's really silky, it's the same sort of fabric. So I will usually sew up some patterns like this one and my Alex one because they're quite satiny when I'm sewing up my rainbow collection, just because it saves me swapping out my needle in the future. That should probably be enough bells, maybe enough juniper minis. Not enough ruby minis I don't think, because it's probably only enough like 2, maybe 3 there, but it's better than nothing. Ignoring the absolute chaos of all the fabric bits and dust and thread everywhere, but I don't think you quite realise how big this stack of fabric is. There's a lot of strips cut into that. It has just taken me hours to go through that. Oh, it's about to fall, but I'm pushing it for time. I'm gonna have to go to work soon, but I might start tackling some of the patterns. Obviously I've done the Alex and there's some Stellas in there somewhere, but I'm gonna attempt to neaten this, put it away, and maybe see which patterns I can get done. That's a lot of fabric. Look at it all. guys, I was going to say good morning, but it's 1 p.m, so it's definitely not morning anymore. I have spent all of yesterday and all this morning cutting up the majority of fabric that I have in my stash. There is still a big box down there full because I didn't really need to cut all of it. Some of the fabric I do already have loads of scrunchies in stock, so that's completely fine, but I've managed to condense it down into that one fabric box. This one had all the satin pre-cut strips in, which is now empty because I've just sort of put them into crates. I have tried to organise them somewhat. Light XL satins, then we've got light coloured mini satin pre-cut strips, and I've got the darker ones. I've got patterns, swim scrunchies. Then down here I've got more patterns. I've got wristlet strips. I didn't cut all these today, I will be completely honest, or yesterday. I think only like these bits have been cut because I was mostly focusing on scrunchies, but if I'm ever cutting patterned fabric, I'll sometimes do some measurements, and if I've got a bit left over, I figure out which way is going to be best to waste the least amount, which is great because usually if I do my calculations well enough and if the fabric is the right length, I can usually get a lot of my wristlets out of it. So that's some wristlets, loads and loads of patterned ones. We've got mystery scrunchies in there as well, swim scrunchies at the bottom, and then these two are completely finished. So these two are scrunchies that have the finishing seam done and everything. And then we've just got this box, which is the start of tubes, and there's only like 4 tubes in it, so I have a lot of sewing to do, but I'm also an absolute overstimulated potato today, and I was yesterday. I don't cope well in the heat at all, and it's gone really hot all of a sudden. But to top it off, it's flying ant day pretty much every single day, which is really fun. There's thunderbugs everywhere. I'm getting really itchy thinking about it. Just one of the downsides to living in the countryside, so I am absolutely roasting. It is like a sauna in my house, but we can't open the windows because of all the bugs. But I have already started doing a bit of tidying and cleaning. I think that's what I'm going to carry on with. I've also just parceled up Kate's order, so Kate, thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I hope you enjoy your items and your freebies as well, because you did land on a freebie hat on the sales tracker, so I do need to get a shipping label for that and get it sent off before I go to work. I think I'm just going to do a little bit of tidying and organising, because the last thing I want to do is end up ruining my office, and usually when I sew it turns to absolute chaos. So I've cleaned up and tidied up a bit of the cutting chaos. Now I'm just going to do a bit of organising and tidying, and if I've got time I will start sewing some scrunchies. If I don't, that's completely fine. I'm trying not to push myself too much this week. I'm starting to chill out a little bit, I think. I don't know if you can see, but I've got the drawer open there, so I'm thinking what I might do is work my way down but do light to dark, so I'm not constantly swapping out the thread and stuff. I think that's probably my best shout. So my first drawer has my Clio satins in, which is my off-white ones, and then because it's very close in colour, I just grabbed the Angel, which is kind of going against going down this. My aim is to get these sewn with the labels in, so that's my plan. I'm running out of time because I'm going to have to go to work soon. Hopefully I can at least get these done. Hello guys, it is absolutely boiling. It's 1:15, so it's already getting quite late, but I've been on an errand run this morning. I've taken it nice and slow and chilled today. I've done a bunch of editing. Popped out to get some Jackalope Joe coffee and some cakes. Caught up with the girls, which was lovely, but I'm going to have to try and squeeze in as much work as I can before I go to work. As you can see, this is what I got done yesterday before I had to go. But luckily I do have enough stock for the market this weekend. We should be okay for that. warm. We've got another 30-degree day going on. But as you would have just seen, I packaged up 2 orders, so a massive thank you to Amethyst and Nicola. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Nicola is actually a small business owner here on YouTube. She's an artist, she's amazing, so I'll leave her information down below. Please go and check her out. I really hope you like your headband, Nicola. And Amethyst, your order was so satisfying. I loved that it was all like the same colours. You may have seen that I tried to like get a little photo of it. So thank you so much, guys. I've just been to the post office, absolutely melted away in my car, got them sent off, and I feel like I am just about to become an absolute puddle anytime soon. I wish we could open the windows, but there's bugs everywhere. I've got a couple of parcels that have arrived. This one came yesterday and it should be shipping boxes, and this will be hopefully black swim fabric. Amazing. Black swim fabric. I'm probably just going to be cracking on with some sewing. This is how we're looking so far. Let's sweat our backs off. Let's get it done. Hey guys, I'm so sorry about the fan noise, but I feel ill. It's so hot and I just don't cope well at all when it's hot. I get really dehydrated, even though I've probably drunk about 3 of these today. I just don't do well in the heat, so I'm sorry that the fan is on. This is where we're up to. All of these are tubes currently, but what I think I'm going to tackle next is my Brook fabrics. I finally got it back in stock and I finally got a bunch of minis ready to go. There's loads of like thread everywhere. So I'm going to tackle this pile and then we'll see where we're up to. I had to make myself an iced coffee because it's like a sauna in here. I'm gonna keep complaining about this. I just finished up sewing a bunch of the Brooks scrunchies, so I've got 1XL because I think I do still have 1 or 2XLs, and then I've done 6 minis. Obviously I do need to cut the thread, but I think my plan of action is going to be I'm going to start packing my stock for the market tomorrow, and that way I can go through and I can see if there is any scrunchies that I actually need to make, if I've already got them made up and I just need to do the finishing seams and things like that, because as much as I could just sit here sewing and sewing and sewing, I obviously have the market tomorrow, so I need to make sure I've got the stock. I'm kind of tempted to change up my setup again tomorrow, just because it's getting quite hard to squeeze everything onto one table. So I'm just going to keep going, make up as many scrunchies as I can, pack it all, and hopefully be in bed at a reasonable hour, and I'll catch you guys whenever. Hello guys, we're obviously back home. I didn't film that much while we were at the event. Come on then, bud. I got back and I have been through my stock list, counted my cash flow, things like that, and worked out how much we made. I'm very surprised with how today went because of how hot it has been. I'm not gonna lie, I was dreading how warm it was gonna be, but it was a little bit cooler today. It's still very warm. So surprisingly enough, the haul was nowhere near as hot as it usually can be. And it was pretty decently busy the entire day, which was good. Got quiet towards the end like it usually does, but considering I didn't have the best time over summer there last year, not that I had a bad time, it's just more quiet, I was very surprised, and we ended up having the best time that we've had there, I believe. Alex and I have had a quick look over what we made at that local farmers market over the year and a bit that it's been running, and I'm pretty sure this was the most we've ever taken there, and it's the most we've taken in a short while in terms of sales. So yeah, I'm really happy. It's always a fun one, it's always super easy, super chilled. It's always lovely to see regular stall holders, regular customers, so if anyone came out and bought something or just said hi, thank you guys so much. Honestly, not sure how I felt about that setup. I don't think I'm ever going to be happy with my setup. I wanted to try using those little mini tables in the front, but I didn't quite realize how low down they would be in comparison to the tables, so I had to try and lift the stock up by putting crates there. So I was a bit it wasn't the worst setup, like I didn't hate it, but I just still was a bit like I'm going to run through what we sold, what was the most popular items, things like that. But it only cost us £26 to be there. We ended up taking about £280, which is really good for only a 4-hour event, I I am very grateful. I'm pretty sure my scrunchies were the most popular items. I don't know if we marked this correctly because it's quite hard to keep up with marking all the stock off, marking down if there was any offers, but I've recently started marking down the amount of customers as well, like the transactions. So if this is right, we got 24 sales or 24 transactions, 24 customers, and we sold 5 satin XL scrunchies, 8 mini satin scrunchies, 2 patterned XL scrunchies, 23 patterned mini scrunchies. So I definitely need to get things restocked. We ended up doing 7 3 for 10 offers because when I'm at markets I do offers on my scrunchies, so you can get 3 mini scrunchies for £10 instead of £4 each, and 2 XLs for £15 instead of £8 each. So I did 2 lots of the 2 for £15 offer. So that is the scrunchies, the most popular items. Then macrame items, I didn't sell any lanyards, no wristlets, no Scooby no Scooby keychains, but I sold 6 macrame headbands, which is absolutely amazing. One of them was a pre-order from the lovely Leonie, who's absolutely amazing, but I sold a greige mix, I think that might have been Leonie's, then a latte mix, a neutral mix. I think I've now got Cleo clawing at the door, bear with. Come on, join the party. Then I sold a fully greige one and a fully sky blue one. That was to Julie actually, who owns Honest to Goodness. She's absolutely amazing. And also a fully neutral one as well, so very happy with that. I sold 1 cup, but I did sell it on sale because they are on sale on my website and I'm trying to discontinue some of them. Only 1 motel keychain, which was interesting because usually we sell a lot of them, but that's fine. And then what I'm really happy with, I sold 6 wristlets. I don't often sell that many wristlets, so similar to my macrame items, they're not always my most popular item, but I wanted to test out having my fabric wristlet display out instead of my macrame lanyard display because they're sort of the same size board, and I've been having them on like a tea stand recently and you just can't really see the designs and people have to flick through and you don't really know what they are, but this way on the display board you can actually see them straight on. And since having them at the event last week and then today on that board, I've sold more, so I think I'm going to keep doing that in the future. I'm really happy with that. And then finally I sold 6 coasters, all to the lovely Joe from Bella and Archie Studios. Joe, thank you so much. That is everything that we sold, so a really good day, nice and chilled. I'm going to sit and go through all my stock, edit my website and stuff, get that ready for this evening. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I am going to leave this video here. If you could give it a massive thumbs up, leave me a comment down below and subscribe. And I just want to say a huge thank you to all my wonderful family members. You guys are absolutely amazing. If you want to join the family memberships where you basically pay like a monthly fee and you get heaps of extra content behind the scenes and things like that, that's all linked down below. The website's down below, social media, everything's down below. But apart from that, I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye!